Hello everybody and welcome back to the Ōkami walkthrough. We've managed to get the dragon orb, we've found the fox rods, but unfortunately we killed the water dragon and King Wada with it. And... hello, Rao? What the hell are you doing here? Army? What are you doing? Don't quite know why you needed to do that to get out of here, Al, but, okay. So I think we should probably go and see Otahime, because, kinda need to give her the dragon orb, you know? But what is very important is that we need to bloom / restore this little area. Give King Wada the grave he deserves. Because that gives us that treasure chest, and that treasure chest is going to allow us to complete a side quest. So it is very, very, very prudent to complete this. You need this treasure box to complete that side quest. Now you can get back to the Dragon Palace if you need to, so if you kind of forgot to do that, you can get back here. But the plot's going to kick into high gear, so why you would want to do it, why you'd want to leave it and come back later is beyond me. But mentioning that guard mentioning about the treasure box is very important and should give you a clue of what you need to do with it. But let's have a little chat with Otahime, because I wonder what she's going to have to say. I don't think I like where this is going. Army, I hope you haven't cocked up here. It seems that Busty Babe Rao is in trouble, and we need to go rescue her. And, oh, we have the absolutely phenomenal giving Kushinada a ride, once again. Just, oh. And we are going to run, like our lives depend on it. I do believe it is possible to use the mermaid springs to get there quicker, but why? Why would you want to when you've got this stunning music playing? And I think that might actually kind of prevent it from continuing, so just roll with it. Hate, this particular part of Ōkami is one of my favourite bits of the game. It's just very well constructed and it's just stunning. Because you start at the sort of rather depressing and poignant death of King Wada, and then things start to seem a little bit weird with Rao turning up, and then things just become insanely epic, and this is going to lead us into our dungeon. Very much in the same way that we were led into the Moon Cave, actually, now that I think about it, because that was also a lot of plot happened, then we had giving Kushinada a ride, and then we were in. And it's a very similar situation here. And rather than heading into Seian City, just to see whether Himiko's alright, we need to head to Ankoku Temple, because obviously Rao is our primary objective here, because, you know, she has the fox rod, and we can't let that fall into the wrong hands now, can we? Now, if there's one thing I would advise you to do before you get to Ankoku Temple, is to stock up on healing items if necessary. Because we are about to enter into a boss fight, and it's not an easy fight, so you need to be careful. And, Rao, you're looking a smidge transparent there, Duck. And also a little bit different. I wonder what's going on. Through the wall there is a hidden passage, and this leads to a well, which is very odd. I really don't like where this is going. And there is a body here, and if you look at it, it looks very familiar. And if you hadn't figured out what was going on here yet, then, oh dear, you can tell we're about to be in big, big, big doo-doo. We're somehow in Himiko's palace. I think we need to rush and see Queen Himiko, otherwise... yeah. And... oh dear. The handmaiden has been knocked unconscious. I really don't like where this is heading. And, oh dear God. And now we must face down evil Rao, because Rao is in fact the Dark Lord. Indeed we are! Now, important thing about Evil Rao is that she fights very similarly to Waka, in the sense of, or she should be fought very similarly to Waka. Basically, you kind of stay clear with rosaries whenever she does this, slash the knives back at her, and you'll be okay. Best time to attack her is after she's done kind of a downward thrust, because then she is kind of vulnerable for a short time. Now this is not an easy fight, because she is very aggressive and pretty powerful, all things considered. So you do just need to be wary of how things are going when you're doing this fight. But yes, I really like this plot twist. The thing is it's not much of a plot twist if you know the story of where Rao comes from. And I will go into that in the next part, which is, we've got quite a bit to do in the next part and the part after that. So it's probably much more prudent to go into the more detailed based stuff to do with Rao's betrayal. And the fact that Rao isn't Rao then, because we will have more time in which to play around with that. Right now, we just need to try and finish her off. Take that! Amaterasu had allowed the Dark Lord to slip away. The display of evil sent chills down the wolf's spine. Amatersau and Issun were left to wallow in overwhelming sadness. Himiko had remained steadfast in her quest to find Oni Island. In the end, she lost her life at the hands of the Dark Lord. With Himiko died all clues to the location of Oni Island, Amaterasu and Issun were left with nary a shred of hope. Giving up on their quest seemed the only option. That's when they noticed that the blood-caked crystal ball spewed forth by the Dark Lord clearly displayed an image of Himiko. Issun, doubting his eyes, listened intently as Himiko began speaking. She explained that Oni Island would not be easy to find, and that she had determined to become ethereal and enter the crystal ball herself, in search of clues. She'd allowed herself to be consumed in order to use the Dark Lord's power. She was also aware that the Dark Lord now possessed the Fox Rods. All was planned. Himiko's will infused the crystal ball with great power. The fortress housing the dark forces materialized. Oni Island appeared only at sunset in a certain location. The place revealed by the crystal ball was none other than a spot just off the northwest shore of Ryushima Coast, near the spot known as Watcher's Cape. Oni Island would appear again at Watcher's Cape at the next sunset. A small glimmer of hope returned to our heroes' hearts, just as the image of Oni Island faded from the crystal. A deep crack appeared and split Himiko's image. She had paid the ultimate price for manipulating the dark power. The crystal itself had been spent. The destiny of Himiko's very soul had been inextricably intertwined with that of the crystal ball. A burst of blinding light heralded the crystal's demise. Himiko's soul was caught up in the shattered fragments, and drifted serenely toward the heavens above, even as she prayed fervently for Amaterasu's safe passage.